Hello dear students, I am Damandeep Kaur, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Education at the Bhopal School of Social Sciences. I know you are aware about Satya Narayan Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, Sundar Pichai, CEO of Alphabet and Google, Mukesh Ambani, Chairman and Managing Director of Reliance Industries Limited, Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, Executive Chairperson of Biocon, and many other business leaders who possess the quality of influencing the mind of the people to achieve the desired outcomes and lead the organization to greater heights. So in this module, I'll be discussing about the concept of leadership in detail. What will be the learning outcomes of this module? At the end of this module, students will be able to understand the meaning of leadership, enlist the characteristics of leadership, know the different styles of leadership, and also admire the importance of leadership in business organization. First of all, let's know what is leadership. Leadership is the process of influencing the behavior of the people towards achievement of organizational goals. In an organization, owner or entrepreneur, managers and CEOs should have the leadership qualities to stimulate the employees' behavior for achieving the organizational goals. In the words of James Gibbon, leadership is a process of influence on a group in a particular situation at a given point of time and in a specific set of circumstances that stimulates people to strive willingly to attain organizational objectives, giving them the experience of helping to attain the common objectives and satisfaction with the type of leadership provided. Now I tell you about characteristics of leadership. The first characteristic: leadership is a process of influence. Leadership is a process whereby a leader exercises influence over the behavior of a group of people called followers. A person is said to have an influence over others when they are willing to accept his advice, guidance and direction. Second, leadership involves motivation. Leader fills the mind of followers with enthusiasm for achieving organizational aims. He acts as a motivator and motivates the employees to fulfill their desires by accomplishing common goals of the business organization. Leadership is a continuous process. Leadership is an ongoing process rather than a one-time activity. It continuously goes on in every organization from the beginning to the end. Unanimity of purpose. Leaders and followers work for the common goals of an organization. So, there is a unity in their objectives. Leadership is situational. It is always related to a particular situation at a given point of time. Leader has to modify his approach and style of functioning as per the demand of the situation. Okay, now let's understand leadership styles. The pattern of behavior adopted by a leader to influence the behavior of his followers or subordinates is called leadership style. Some of these leadership styles are autocratic, democratic, laissez-faire, transactional, and transformational. Autocratic style of leadership. This is also known as authoritarian or directive leadership. Under this style, all decision-making power is in the hands of the leader. The leader takes all important decisions and expects the subordinates to obey his orders without any question. He exercises tight control and supervision over them. Benefits of autocratic leadership are as follows. It allows quick decision making because only one person takes decisions. It satisfies subordinates who do not want to take initiative and prefer to work under a centralized authority and strict discipline. It requires less competent subordinates. The organization can function even when the subordinates are inexperienced. The style is effective for some routine and unskilled jobs like dealing with laborers in the construction industry. Now let's know what are the limitations of autocratic leadership style. Most of the subordinates tend to resent when leader does not entertain their suggestions or initiatives. It causes frustration, lower morale, and conflicts, which are harmful for efficient functioning of the organization. This dictatorship style also leads to high levels of absenteeism and staff members leave their jobs. Democratic style of leadership. This is also known as participative or consultative leadership. In this style, the leader takes decisions in consultation with other subordinates. Although a leader takes the final decision, but he or she invites other members of the team to contribute in the decision-making process. Benefits of democratic leadership are as follows. It improves the motivation and morale of subordinates. Employees take great interest in the implementation of plans as they were involved in the decision-making process. It helps in reducing conflicts between management and employees. It creates a cooperative atmosphere in the organization. It also helps to develop a sense of responsibility among employees. This leadership style also suffers from certain limitations. It is time-consuming and may cause delay in decision-making. It requires knowledgeable and experienced subordinates who can share power and contribute to decision-making. Over a period of time, subordinates may develop a habit of expecting to be consulted on every issue. When they are not consulted, they feel offended and become resentful. Laissez-faire style of leadership. Laissez-faire is a French phrase which means let them do. This is also known as free rein leadership. Under this style, there is almost complete delegation of authority to subordinates. They have complete freedom to make and execute decisions within the broad policy framework of the organization. Laissez-faire leadership involves handing over of authority by the leaders and gives all responsibility to the group. Laissez-faire leadership may be appropriate under the following conditions. When the subordinates are highly knowledgeable, experienced, and well-trained. When the subordinates are highly motivated and have a full sense of their responsibility to the organization. When the organization goals are completely clear and acceptable to the subordinates. Examples of businesses where laissez-faire leadership works well: advertising agencies, product design firms, startup social media companies, research and development departments. Benefits of this style of leadership are the level of independence connected with the laissez-faire style can help some employees feel more satisfied with their work. It boosts up the level of confidence of employees and to work harder than before in order to help the company to increase profits and gain tangible results. Limitations sometimes leads to misunderstanding among different departments of an organization and thereby creates a chaotic situation. This form of leadership will not be very effective if the team members lack the knowledge, experience, and skills necessary to complete a project. Transactional style of leadership. In this style, the leader motivates people to work harder by offering rewards like promotion, bonuses, paid vacation for good performance, and punishments like demotions, improvement programs for poor performance. The motivation to work hard comes from outside the employee. In this leadership style, transactional leaders are expected to do the following: set goals and give specific direction about what they demand from the employees and how they will be rewarded for their efforts. Provide productive feedback on performance. Focus on increasing the efficiency of established routines and procedures and show concern for following existing rules rather than making changes. Establish and standardize practices that will help the organization to become efficient and productive. Respond to deviations from expected outcomes and identify corrective actions to improve performance. Examples of organizations that use transactional leadership are the military and big corporations. Benefits of transactional style of leadership. It rewards those who are motivated by self-interest to follow instructions. It helps to achieve short-term goals quickly. Rewards and penalties are clearly defined for workers. Now, it also suffers from certain limitations. Creativity is limited since the goals and objectives are already set. It does not reward personal initiatives. Transformational style of leadership. Transformational leadership occurs when leaders perform their roles so effectively that they gain the trust, respect, appreciation, and loyalty of the people who follow them. This in turn transforms the followers' behavior. Employees are motivated from within to follow the leader's example because they respect the leader so much. The leader creates an inspiring vision of the future that people feel compelled to follow. According to Bernard M. Bass, transformational leader is a model of integrity and fairness. Leader sets clear goals for the team, has high expectations from the team members, encourages others, provides support and recognition, stirs the emotions of people, gets people to look beyond their self-interest, and inspires people to reach for the improbable. Although the concept of transformational leadership can apply to every industry, including healthcare, education, and government agencies, it's increasingly important in IT companies as these embrace digital transformation. Now let's know about the benefits of transformational style of leadership. The leaders are the role model who inspire the followers to perform beyond the expected. It encourages all individuals to take part in meeting shared goals and objectives and helps in coming up with creative ideas and innovative solutions needed to advance the group or organization. Transformational leadership plays a role in enhancing mental and psychological health inside and outside the workplace. It also suffers from some limitations. It fails in the situations or emergencies that require quick decisions. High level of involvement of group members in achieving collective goals and objectives might leave them feeling overworked or even exploited. After discussing about all the leadership styles, how to decide the perfect style of leadership? There is no one perfect style of leadership. A leader chooses the most effective style after considering the following, like skill levels and experience of the team members. Work involved. Is it routine or innovative work? Organizational environment, like stable environment in dairy farming. Radically changing, like IT industry. Adventurous, like tourism industry. And lastly, his/her own preferred or natural style of leadership. After discussing about all the leadership styles, how to decide the perfect style of leadership? There is no one perfect style of leadership. A leader chooses the most effective style after considering the following, like skill levels and experience of the team members. Work involved. Is it routine or innovative work? Organizational environment, like stable environment in dairy farming. Radically changing, like IT industry. Adventurous, like tourism industry. And lastly, his/her own preferred or natural style of leadership. Now let's know what is the importance of leadership in the business organization. Firstly, creating the vision. The leader sets up the vision and mission to be achieved. He lays down the goals for his followers and interprets them to guide them. Motivating people. Good leadership is a source of inspiration for the group. He motivates people towards goals and helps them to satisfy their needs. Motivated group brings extraordinary results than the non-motivated group. Providing guidance. A leader guides his people towards the achievement of predetermined goals. He provides advice, assistance, and support to his followers. Building morale. The leader shapes the thinking and attitudes of employees. He creates self-confidence among them and makes them recognize their hidden potential. High morale leads to higher productivity and growth of the organization. Creating teamwork. Leadership is essential for developing mutual cooperation and unity among the followers. A close-knit team of people can overcome obstacles and accomplish extraordinary results. Facilitating change. Dynamic leadership is the best mechanism for organizational change. An effective leader can overcome conflict by convincing people of the need for change. Representation of people. A leader is the representative of his people. He takes initiatives in all issues that influence the interest of his group. He serves as the spokesman to outsiders and attempts to fulfill the needs of his followers. The leader acts as the linking pin between the people, the organization, and the external forces. I hope you all have understood the concept of leadership, its characteristics, different styles of leadership, and the importance of leadership in the business organization. So stay tuned. See you in the next module. Thank you.